Hey everyone, Allie here. So I was lucky enough to have the first ever live stream of parallel gameplay on my Twitch channel, and this video is the VOD from that experience. Thank you to Kohji and Fitch, two of the developers, for coming onto my stream and sort of narrating while me and Austin from Ready Player Dao faced off against each other with some parallel decks. I'm so excited for Parallel to come out. I can't wait. I've been in the alpha access program, playing, and I can't wait for the rest of the world to get their hands on it. And I certainly will be making more content about Parallel. So if you want to see that, definitely subscribe to the channel. And thanks for checking it out. And if you guys are excited for Parallel, let me know in the comments. And I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks. Bye. All right. So we've got Fitch and Kohji as the developers, and Austin, who's going to be my opponent here. Let's tune in. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hey,
how's it going, guys?
Hey.
Hey. We are live on my stream right now. Awesome. I know we're a couple minutes early, but might as well. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Sure, go ahead, Kohji.
Yeah, my name is Kohji. I'm the head of game development and design, I suppose, at Parallel. Basically, that's a complicated way of saying that I started out making the rules for this game. It's kind of my baby.
Yeah, Franklin Fitch. People just call me Fitch in the industry usually. And yeah, work on growth and marketing here at Parallel, and was kind of a really big fan of Parallel before I worked here, and I'm even more of a fan now. So it's really exciting to be on your channel and showing some more.
Awesome.
And yeah, I'm Austin, John Travolta in the gaming internet land. Somewhat experienced Magic the Gathering player. Played a lot of different games, including some Web3 games as well, and had the chance to be in the Parallel Alpha, and looking forward to playing with Allie today. Also, here on behalf of our Ready Player Dao, should definitely highlight that.
Austin and I have a rivalry going across various games, and he is currently in the lead. So we're going to see if I can get revenge on Austin today.
He's pretty good.
He is pretty good.
I'm Team Allie today. I think Allie's got
it. We shall see. No, but thank you guys so much for coming on. I'm really, really excited to show everyone some Parallel gameplay. I've been talking about it a lot on my stream over the past month, and we get to unveil it to the world right now. So yeah, how are you guys feeling?
So much for closed alpha, I guess. Yeah, I'm a little nervous because I'm always afraid to show it off, but yeah, I'm excited for people to get their first taste.
Yeah, I mean, fingers crossed, we're all good, right? Like, it is an alpha. I think we should probably underscore that point before we start. There's a lot of things, and Kohji, maybe you can shed light on this before we hop in, of just a lot of things that will be changing and be updated, and cards are going to be rebalanced and prior to beta. But yeah, maybe just touch on that real quick.
Sure. The standard caveats. Believe nothing you see, basically. The UX and UI is definitely going to go through an overhaul, and none of the balancing will probably remain as is. We've been through a bunch of the alpha data and made some massive changes, but I'm sure there'll be more massive changes to come. Man, I feel like it's just like my kid's first day of school or something. It's like you got to be out by yourself now. But no, yeah, let's forget about the caveats. You know what? Like, you guys just play and have fun, and we'll talk our RS, and hopefully people will have fun. Enjoy it.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, sounds like a plan. All right, so ready to jump in? Shall we do it?
Yeah. Do we want to poke around anything that's not the game first, or maybe take a look at the deck builder, just so people have a little bit of context of like how they would assemble their deck in the client?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, guys, so you can see here, I'm going to make myself a little smaller. There we go. Okay, so we've got the collection, and here is where you can peruse your cards. Actually, do you guys want me to go through it, or would you like to, I don't know if you've got my stream up, but if you want to...
Yeah, we got it up. I mean, I'm happy to kind of have you, from your perspective, talk through it.
Sure. Yeah, so here, you've got your cards. You can choose which parallel you'd like to see. So there are universal cards, which are basically like the neutral cards, and then you can combine them with any one of the parallels. So my personal favorites are Shroud and Earthen. Those are what I feel most drawn to, and you can make a deck here of 40 cards, and yeah, what else is there to say? You've got your different card backs, things like that, and yeah.
Yeah, so there's going to be plenty of ways more in the future to kind of customize your play experience. I think that's actually something that's pretty interesting. That seems to be fairly different from other TCGs that I've dabbled in. But there's going to be a lot of ways to kind of customize your play experience. But yeah, the deck builder itself, pretty straightforward. Obviously, it's going to go through a lot of optimization. We can't fault Allie for not mentioning the Mighty Markolian, but I'll let that go. One person did ask in the chat that I think is a good question. Why is it called Parallel? Because the different factions are parallel evolutions of humanity. And so we talked in some other streams that we did with RPD and Allie about the lore. So I'd recommend checking those out if that interests you.
Yeah, there is some really, really epic backstories amongst all of the parallels, and I think that's one of my favorite things about it is just that the lore is so rich, and you wind up really feeling aligned with one or a couple groups of people or robots, and AIs, I suppose, and yeah, it's very, very cool.
Yeah, anything else, Kohji, that you think we should show before we dive into some game?
No, I mean, I say let's do it. The only thing that I would mention is that when you're building a deck, each deck has a leader, if you will. We call them paragons that basically help inform deck building and give you a bit of power throughout your play. But you'll probably see that as the game goes on. Plus, I just want you guys to just go at it. I don't want to show the game.
Yeah, we got to see the smackdowns here. This is these are like two titans going at it. So this is great.
Yeah, that's a good call. I'll just show them real quick here. So this is you can see I'm in the Earthen selection screen, and these are the three paragons. So they're like your leader, I suppose, and you kind of build a deck around them. But you can check them out here. But all right, I say let's get stuck into it.
Let's do it. Somebody said in the chat they had an invalid deck. Probably have a specifically banned card. There's some cards that got like taken out, and that's 99% of the time why that would happen. Or maybe you violated the too many cards rules or things like that. But usually it's because you have a card that got removed.
All right, Austin, I just sent you the code. This is kind of cool that I can just display the code. Like normally there's like a streamer cover the code so chat can't get in, but haha, we don't have that issue right now. So
yeah, true.
Yeah, we are working on some streamer friendly tools because also there's no spectator mode. So I mean, Austin's gonna be able to see all your cards, and hopefully he's just not a cheater.
I've actually clicked off of her stream, so
honorable.
You'll have to take me at my word. Luckily, I'll see everything coming off her deck based on her paragon. So
that's true. That's true. Yeah, well, I guess we can do a little commentating while we're here. I'm admittedly not very familiar with Shroud and Earthen. I pretty much play Markolian, Augencore, Universal majority of the time, but we'll kind of see how it goes here. We can offer a little bit of commentary if it's unclear what's happening. So, you're banking every turn. That's probably an important place to start. You don't have to bank every turn, but I would say that's almost always the optimal way. And banking is when you take something out of your hand and you put it into another pile that's separate from the waste, and it goes face down. And so that's how you generate energy or mana, for those of you who are more, Hearthstone familiar. And so that's how you're going to get the power to play your cards.
And I think right now, so Shroud is definitely more of a control-focused gameplay, and Earthen also has a bit of control. Sometimes it's sort of late game. I'm not sure how either of the players here have built their deck, so I shouldn't comment too much about it. But I imagine that based on Allie's hand, she's definitely doing something a little control heavy, and John Travolta over there I'm not sure what to expect, honestly.
He's got his Singularity Steward out, right? So the or not she has her Singularity Steward. Sorry, he has a Steward of the Garden. We have two stewards here. That's kind of cute. But that Steward of the Garden, if I'm not mistaken, that reduces your cost, and so it's kind of a ramping card versus what Allie has out there right now with the Shroud. That's basically going to be buffing if you're banishing units. And so, a little bit of a kind of two different strategies trying to develop here.
Yeah, it's always, I was talking about the choice, you kind of have to decide what you want to bank, because I'm looking at my hand and I'm like, oof, I like every single card here. And so I know that like I probably want to curve out, but I really want to buff my steward, and I don't really have a way to banish anything else right now other than this one drop, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play it.
Unfortunately, that's not gonna do it for the steward.
Yeah, that's there's some questions kind of about the overall UI. I'll try and point some things out. Obviously, the bottom is your hand, and what's on the board is what's on the board. That's pretty self-evident. The timer, you just saw, Allie interact with that. In the bottom left corner and top left corner, that's where you see your paragons. Paragons are usually playable units, but also have a passive and sort of ongoing effect. And then in the right, you can see different piles. Shroud is unique that it has another pile called the Singularity. So cards can be banished, and you can banish your opponent's units, you can banish your own units, depending on certain scenarios that you might want to do that. And this can provide buffs, it can provide sort of additional power to you, and it's how you maintain control of the board, generally speaking.
And just to go over kind of what happened there with the Singularity Steward and the Fanatical Crewman, basically placing cards into your Singularity and banishing cards is two sort of separate situations. Oh, interesting choice there, Allie.
Well,
he has an upgrade on the Steward, right?
Yeah, he's
that Malachite?
I guess I figured that like one of my cards can answer it next turn, and
right.
But yeah, you are correct. Of course, the one wasn't actually a banish. It does put the cards into my Singularity, but that is why my little steward did not get buffed. So that's might be.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's kind of a early sort of trading back and forth going on here. Difficult choice here for Allie on what to bank, certainly. Yeah, but then you've got that resolution for the Steward of the Garden there with the Black Market Fixer. So Black Market Fixer, when played, it removes any 2 or less cost card of your choice from your opponent's board. So that's another nice board control piece. It's a universal card. It's probably important to underscore. Universal is a card pool that's usable by any parallel. So when you build your deck, you can pick a parallel and then any mixture of universal cards effectively that you would like.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time not commenting on the cards in Allie's hand and the play.
Yeah, same.
I don't want to give anything away. I'm rooting for Allie. I'm Team Allie. Maybe it's because we're watching her stream or whatever. Well, why wouldn't I be? But yeah, I'm doing my best not to tip your hand, so to speak.
It's funny because I'm having a hard time not talking through my plays because that's just what I do when I stream. But I realize that like if I'm saying my plays here, I'm definitely gonna be. Austin can hear me.
It's okay, Allie. You can just say all your cards and what you're thinking.
So. Sure you'd like that.
He can see them all face up. So Allie's Paragon has a passive ability that allows or that forces both players to play with the top of their card of their deck face up. So he's seeing what you're getting anyway. So maybe maybe you can talk through it. I suppose you're safe. You can also see the top card of his deck if that matters to you.
Yeah, I want to also point people. We have obviously beta that's going to be coming up. We've announced recently that'll be in July, And obviously, it's going to be closed beta first, open beta after. So if you want to get, access to Parallel, and we may have things, in between now and beta, possibly, that would be certain opportunities to at least see some play, if not participate in some. More on that at a later date. But go to parallel.life and get an account. That's going to put you, top of the stack for consideration. You can go to parallel.life /early access specifically and go through that portal, and you'll put yourself at the top of the stack. Oh yeah, it's important. Someone just brought up in the chat, like, you don't require NFTs whatsoever to play the game. It's a completely free to play game. So, that's very, I think, important to the ethos at Parallel. I mean, Kohji, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure. So I entered into this venture knowing nothing about. Oh my goodness, what just happened?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow.
Oh
What
man.
just happened?
Oh
This
my
is
goodness.
this is crazy.
Oh my good Lord. Okay.
What did you do?
All right.
Sorry, I missed the play. What did you do?
So it reads it's Gaia's call. So at the
Okay,
end
you-
part of your
okay.
turn,
Oh,
put a
good.
counter on this card. When there are 3 or more, destroy it and play all units from your bank.
Oh,
They gain battle ready and they ignore passive
Yep.
this turn.
Holy crap, that's a crazy combo. My Lord.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. Anyway, I was saying, like, part of the ethos when I joined was I just want to make a good game, and I don't really know anything about this tech, but like, as long as anyone who wants to play the game can play the game, and we like to say at the company, a game for gamers, but the point was that, like, the NFT Web3 side of it is completely optional and doesn't affect gameplay in any way. Any of the cards that you can earn in the sort of free to play model, or your standard sort of card game model, have the same effects as any of the NFTs. It's just that if you want to engage with the Web3 and token side of things and the sort of win to earn element of the game, you can do that through the NFTs. Otherwise, you can engage with it the same way that you would an MTGA or a Hearthstone or any of those other games, which is to say, grind your way to packs or purchase packs or whatever that are sort of not NFT related.
So TLDR, nothing required to play the game. So
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna go
Allie,
out
you
on a
wanna
limb
grab
here
the
and
Hemi
say
in
this
there?
one is over.
yeah, that was a wild combination there. So yeah, Austin, do you want to talk through what you were doing there? You were basically loading your bank with units, and then you were tapping the Gaias to deploy those, right?
Yeah. So the Gaius gets a counter every turn, and yeah, I essentially just banked up all my big units, and I got to drop them while also getting to play Nehemia herself. So then I had and then Nehemia lets all my units attack with their life or their toughness, and so kind of a combo play there.
Yeah, that was disgusting. I mean, that was
It was pretty gross.
good Lord. Yeah, wow. Sorry, Allie. I'm also Team Allie here. No offense, Austin.
It's okay.
Yeah, that was a gnarly one. Let's just say that.
Well, now Allie knows not to bank that demolecularize.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That one, well, yeah, that would have probably could have saved you potentially there.
Well, let's see. There's definitely a few of them in the deck. So, it's like in the early game, do you want to, bank your more expensive cards and find them a little bit later, that kind of thing. But no, I would have liked to have seen that in my hand. That's for sure.
Take any of our advice with a grain of salt. I'm gonna let the card game expert play the card game, I think.
I was gonna say that's better player than I am. So
I mean, I made it, but I'm terrible at it, so I wouldn't listen to any of my advice, honestly.
This doesn't make any sense. You're selling yourself short.
yeah, that was gnarly. I mean, there's still. I mean, Earthen is in a really strong place, I think, right now. There's so many pretty gnarly combos that you can tee up. I mean, Austin, obviously about the spores and about the some of those kind of things.
Yeah.
Are there other combos that you enjoy? Is this kind of one that you've just been tinkering with?
Yeah, this is one that seems pretty strong. Just because everything is essentially coming in and can attack the turn it comes in, and you're not having to cast it. So you saw that I was trading off a lot of resources early while just kind of working towards that engine.
Yeah.
And I think that's, those are decks that I like to play when I play Magic. It's definitely something that I think is pretty good. Obviously, the drawback is you have to see that card somewhere in the, when you're playing, and be able to like survive long enough. I think against like Kohji, for instance, you can get run over in the early game before you're able to like fully realize that plan. So
Yeah.
high risk, high reward, but seem to work quite well here.
Yeah. So remind me, is Gaia a relic?
Allie, do we want to? We could run it back, or we could. Hop
I would run it back to it, or we could swap to another one. But I wouldn't mind trying my hand at it one more time.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
So Gaia's is a relic, right? So the other way that could have been dealt with would be with relic removal to prevent you from executing on that strategy.
Sorry,
right?
I just generated a new code.
Can everyone hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Oh wow. Bobbin and Parallel TCG coming in with the
volume's out.
Oh my god, with the gifted subs. Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. Wow.
Yeah, they're spamming the chat.
Wow, yeah, I've got like a glitch in my Twitch chat for whatever reason. I can't see the names. I usually read out all the names of people who got a gifted sub. Maybe it wouldn't work that well in this format anyway, but thank you so much, Parallel and Beved, for the gifted subs. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you.
There's a lot of them here.
Yeah.
I like some of these names. Colonel Sanders. Good for you.
Good for you. Very fun. Yeah, thanks everyone who's tuning in right now. Pretty hyped to show you the game. So, how did the tournament go? There was a little closed alpha tournament.
It was good.
It was amazing to watch. Actually, we had people come in and play their matches, and shout out to our Discord mods for helping set all that up. I think Bovin deserves a lot of the respect there, but the community came in and we had people sharing matches, streaming them. There was commentating going on like in real time. It was pretty amazing to see, actually.
Okay, not sure what's going on with my volume. I just can't hear you guys, so I'll mute. But Allie, feel free to drop the code and we can keep going.
I dropped. Okay, can't hear me.
That's too bad. We can hear him perfectly.
Yeah, we hear him fine. Somebody said in the chat, Mr. Gone, what was the average length of a game? Do you want to fill them in on that?
I don't have the stats in front of me, so I'm not gonna sort of give any real stats here, but I would say that the average length of a game is between, I don't know, let's say like 7 to 12 minutes, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Certainly they can go longer. If you're playing Shroud versus Shroud or Earthen versus Earthen, or you know what I mean, there's matchups that can drag on, but
sure. I mean, if you're going full control and doing like the sort of nasty, you can't play any cards sort of thing, then the game might take a little while. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's my favorite style of play. So
yeah, the game is faster due to the banking system. That's correct. And as Bounty pointed out there, we can make it quick for sure. You can. I mean, there are decks that are like blitz. You know, like Marco face decks, and you know, there's Cathari gets off to the races pretty quickly. But generally speaking, it's, you know, you're kind of in that 7 to 12 minute range. Yeah, just want to remind people, you know, go to parallel.life/early access. You know, you can get set up on there so that you'll have access to the game, you know, in beta. And again, who knows, we might do some fun stuff between now and beta, potentially, hypothetically. So,
all right, since Austin can't hear you now,
I'm back. Sorry.
Oh no!
Damn it.
We're about to be able to talk about the plays here.
Oh god.
I was gonna say, Allie, maybe do your thing, because I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'd love to actually experience a streamer playing our game and just kind of bask in it for a second.
All right, I'm gonna mute it again. So yeah.
Okay.
So go for it.
Sounds good.
Okay, so now we have Austin running Cathari. So that'll be
this is a tough decision. Like, again, you know, I was before the stream started, I was chatting and I was saying, you know, one of my favorite things is the decision matrix of like choosing what to bank, right? So like obviously, you know, that 8 mana card, it's basically a mind control, and you know, it could be really useful in the late game, but I feel like it's just too expensive right now. And also Cathari kind of goes wide sometimes, so you know, maybe it won't be as useful.
Yeah, but that's the difficulty, right? That trade-off. So he's not running the turbo annoying Cathari deck right now, which is nice to see. A lot of people in the chat will know what I'm referencing. That one is.
I think Allie and Austin have the maybe benefit of not having been ground down by the tournament, and thus don't really, you know, they're building decks that they're interested in as opposed to like what the quote unquote current meta is. So
yeah.
I just want to point out here that I feel like this very much decides the game if I get lucky with this Void Touch Novice. I just want to point that out.
Yeah.
RNGesus, take the wheel.
RNGesus, let's go. It needs to hit the 1/1 chat. And it hit the 2/1.
Oh.
Pain.
Yeah, and so the Void Touch, or excuse me, the Steward, I think he used to be a 1/3, right, Kohji?
2/2.
Oh, a 2/2, that's right. Yeah, I remember he had some attack power. But this is just a good example of like things are actively being adjusted, right? And you know, don't want people to assume that this is like the end state of stat lines or even necessarily abilities. Things will be actively tweaked. So
even if it doesn't banish the clone there, though, it would protect my Steward. Like, it's so even if it wasn't getting buffed, it's more just the fact that they had the damage on the board to be able to trade into it.
Yeah.
All right.
See, somebody in the chat is asking how banking works. Basically, just once per turn, you can take a card and put it into the bank, and then use that card as energy, which is our mana. And then at the beginning of every turn, for every card that you've previously banked, or that you have in your bank, it refreshes back to the full amount.
Yeah. Something. What did they say about Lord of the Rings? The chat is going so fast. Is it true Fitch hasn't watched Lord of the Rings? That's a good one, Jay. The subs are coming in so quickly. It's hard to keep up. Someone a bit ago was asking about Prime. So Prime will be like the liquid value quotient of the entire parallel and echelon ecosystem. I think it's important to like clarify that it is more than just parallel to TCG. But yeah, I mean, it's something where, you know, you're going to earn Prime if you have NFTs and you play the game. You're going to spend Prime on like a bunch of rare skins and other kind of cosmetics and other like more functional things. So Fitch, John, and Mr. Gone are all from the team. No, Fitch and Mr. Gone are from the team. John, who is actually Austin, that's just his handle. He's from Ready Player Dao, which we've been partnered with them, and that's how we met the legend Allie.
Hello, it's me. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, so we got some width happening here. This is where Cathari gets a little scary.
Yeah, this is very, very scary. I was excited to be able to life siphon this Defiant clone, but now it has 3 health, which is kind of problematic. I guess
You're going absolutely bonkers on subs in your chat, Allie.
Thank you so much for the subs. Pavel Markolian, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, 100? I'm trying very hard to focus, so I'm so sorry if I missed them, but thank you guys. That's absolutely insane.
Oh, incredible. Parallel with 111 and Kalos, the man himself, with 100. These guys
crazy.
They're going bananas right now.
They're going bananas. All right. Thank you guys so much.
Everybody make sure you sign up for a parallel account too. If you got a sub, you know, give back by just creating an account. Like it's going to be a free to play game, so what do you have to lose, right?
Yeah, we are. I think our only hope here, folks, is to survive till turn 8, which I think is going to be reasonably difficult, but we will try our best. We got it? Yeah, well, we shall see.
You got some sauce.
The next two, the card that you just drew and the card that's coming up,
yeah,
are helpful.
Could help me get there.
Yeah, so the reason that you can see the cards instead of being just drawing and not seeing them is because Allie's New Dawn Paragon is allowing that.
Yes, when I first started playing the New Dawn was one of the ones that I went to first, and I was like, is this just a thing where I can just see every matchup I'm going to be able to see the cards of my opponent's deck? And then I realized that no, it was just the Paragon's ability, so. All right.
What are each of the innate abilities for the parallels? Not sure the exact context in which that's being asked, but you know, each of the parallels is sort of strategically different at a macro level. A lot of them are capable of doing a variety of different things, but yeah, each of them is quite different from a high level strategy perspective. And then all of the paragons are also different.
The easy answer here is basically that we have a deck builder on our website that you can go and play with. You can see what all the paragons do. You can see what all the parallels are like, and you can get a better sense there, because it would be, you know, as Fitch says, it would be a little bit difficult to describe.
Yeah, quite. We did a whole series with Allie and Ready Player Dao on this exact subject. So it's on. I can't remember the exact channel URL, but someone can put it in the chat probably, and that kind of covers those subjects. There's also
it's Ready Player Rich, I think, or sorry, the real Cabrera is. I can put it in the chat. That's where you can.
That's what it is.
There we go.
Yeah, and you know, there's Prime Wiki as well. Prime Wiki is created by some of the mods, and it's a really nice resource of information. So you can check that out as well, and that's you know, pretty good summary of functions and keywords. You know, each of the factions has different keywords. So you know,
he's just printing units. This is
he's going crazy with the units here. This is the scary thing when you play Cathari. It's like, if they get that kind of edge in the beginning, it becomes very difficult. He's getting, oh my goodness. So he has what's that relic that you're running right now, Austin?
He can't hear us because
Beacon of Naeus?
Beacon of Naeus. Oh my goodness. The first time a unit, oof, that's a salty one. And it's just all these create Cathari Iterants cards. Ugh.
This hits only one target, right? It does not.
BM does only hit one.
Yeah, guys, I think this one, our watch has ended on this one as well.
Yeah, he's able to get out with this deck.
Oh no, it did actually go.
Oh, that one there, yeah.
Okay. Well,
I thought you meant a different card.
That's okay. Bottom right, I guess. Yes. Well, let's see. In this game, we go top right.
Yeah, Austin is a menace. Someone said when Cathari nerf. I don't know, Kohji.
Oh my god.
Kohji loves it when you message him about nerfs and buffs. Actually, you should all take advantage of that as often.
This is my life now. Someone loses one game with a certain parallel or a certain deck, and they're just like, "When are you buffing it?" I don't know.
Not using
if I buff a deck every time somebody lost, I'd buff every deck I play.
So Allie has got roughed up a little bit there, but the subs are flowing in, so it's not all bad.
Subs are flowing in.
It's not all bad.
Yeah, someone said didn't use Paragon there. I mean, I don't really think there was much to pull out of my Singularity. Like developing the New Dawn is definitely like a slow turn. Obviously, it makes your future turns better, but I don't really think there was too much I could have pulled from there.
Yeah.
But that is okay. I would love to let's see. Maybe we switch it up. I would
Yeah,
love to
let's
play
change it
my
up.
ramp deck. Can we?
Let's do it. Well, it hasn't broken yet, so feeling more confident.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's
All
good.
right.
Cool. Hey, Allie, how you doing?
I'm okay. I'm laughing so hard because Austin and I were testing games and I was crushing him and I was like, watch,
Yep.
we get on stream and you're absolutely going to crush me. And he's like, nah. And I'm like, yes, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, that is exactly how it.
I told you.
I wish I was making that up, but I lost every game we played. And so I'm making up for it. Do you want to? What matchup do you want to do, Allie?
I'm queuing Earthen, so whatever you want. I put the new code in the Discord on our private.
Okay, we get to see some more earthen magic here. I wonder if we're gonna see the deadly spores or, you know.
Can I just say that I have so much respect for what you do. I'm trying to follow the chat here while watching you play the game, and I'm not even playing, and I'm just like, I don't have the glance reflexes to be like, oh, yo, Ice Racer 777, like, here's the answer to that question. Now back to playing some cards or whatever. This is crazy. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, you get used to it with time. Depends on how many sources of stimulus are going on. Like right now, my attention to the chat is way less than it normally would be because I'm talking to you guys and playing,
Right.
new game. But yeah, I mean, I have, mad respect for you all as game developers. Someone the other day asked me, would you consider making a game? And I'm like, whoo, game development is really, really hard. So I have mutual respect.
Well, if you do consider one day that you may want to make a game, let us know.
I will let you know.
We know. We've learned a couple lessons.
Yeah, a thing or two.
Okay, starting hand is looking pretty solid here, though. We're seeing some things for Allie that we like to see.
True, but I will say there is definitely an argument to hard mulligan for the 1-drop ramp. I just want to throw that out there. It is so strong. See, we would have gotten it if we had put it down.
There it was, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is pretty essential. But you've got some of the other pieces that you'd like to see there, which is nice.
Is there an experience level up system the more time you spend playing? Yeah, so there'll be like a bunch of those retention mechanics, like battle passes and sort of your way to sort of earn skins and packs and all that stuff as you play as well. There's a bunch of systems that just aren't in the game yet because we're just testing the core gameplay right now with the alpha, but yeah, all of that stuff will be in there.
Yeah, so someone said we should have an honorary for Allie, and we've done this in the past where we've put people's names into cards, and maybe we should.
Okay,
I think that'd be kind of cool.
That would be super cool. I'm not gonna. No pressure.
Yeah, we do have Planetfall, which we've already announced as like the first expansion. I gotta say, the Planetfall cards absolutely slap. Like, the art is just like unbelievable. Like they've somehow leveled it up again, and yeah, maybe there's a case to be made for Allie's name finding its way in there.
That would be insanely cool.
Oh gosh, now see, she's got the 2 Misers out. This is the punishment zone here for Earthen. This is a strong position.
Yeah, it felt not, super great developing the Steward on turn 2, but I don't know. It's so strong. This thing has 4 health, guys.
It used to be a 0-2.
It did. It did.
Yeah.
The day you guys buffed this to 0-4, I went on an 11-game win streak with Earthen, and I was like, this is a good card.
So Kohji, do you want to talk about Misra and why we call it miserable? Because it's a strong card, and I think it would be interesting for chat to hear a little bit more.
Yeah, basically the card, whenever it survives or whenever it takes damage, buffs itself and any other copies that exist in your deck and your hand or on the field. And so it basically helps you generate juggernauts. As long as you can keep it alive long enough to keep taking hits, the other versions that you have of that card, or the other cards with the same name that you have, will get buffed. And Earthen has a lot of healing and buffing abilities. So, I mean, Allie's got a couple cards in her hand that might even help with that.
Yeah, she does indeed.
I am going to do this, and I'm not sure if I like it, honestly, but
yeah,
I have like a reasoning for it.
Yeah, so she just played another supremely gnarly card, Spores. And so Spores causes, well, you'll see it right here. So it just annihilated everything on his board, and it'll also damage your own stuff. But the Mizra, it buffs when it takes damage, so that combination is really nasty. that is a really, really nasty combo.
Unfortunately, my ramp will die, but like we kind of got a 6/4 and a 6/6 out of that, So
yeah,
I mean,
you're doing pretty good here. And the other thing is like her starting health, right? Because she has Shoshana as her paragon, her starting health is 40, and so there's kind of a nice position that she's in there.
So let's see, what is this? Yeah, that thing, it really doesn't feel great to throw 6 damage into that, but that thing just pops more out, so...
Yeah.
How do we feel about that? I think I'll probably... I guess distribute the damage here, then go face. Jeez, I don't know. Definitely, I'm not the biggest Smork player. Perhaps it's right to just go face there, especially because we have another one of these, so it might be worth it, but I don't know. Last game, those things kind of wrecked me, just popping out clones, so we'll see.
Yeah, so someone in the chat noticed the quicker animations. That's true. That's why this build is the one that's being played right now, so this one's a little bit snappier. Someone asked, can this be played in VR, AR headsets? Coincidentally, we did like a demo of like a full like AR playable version of the game, essentially. Not sure that that's going to be something that comes out at a certain point, but we have an active interest in exploring VR and AR, and we have pretty extensive work that we've done in that realm. And as people who are familiar with Parallel will know, all the cards that we make, we create corresponding 3D objects associated with them. And the reason for that is to basically build a 3D library, and that 3D library will basically allow Parallel Universe to be composable and potentially set up for future games and experiences.
Oh my god. Sorry to interrupt, but my dream has just come true. Someone in the chat said, don't forget to attack. The backseating has begun. Amazing. Yeah.
Oh, I will say that, like, chat, don't get too excited, but Parallel is, like, it's, there are definitely ordering, like, you've got fuel for backseating. Like, it's definitely a skill-intensive game, and there's things that you mess up. You forget to activate, like, there's end-of-turn things, like, like, one of the 3-drops that I banked here, essentially it ramps you 1 energy, and if you forget to trigger its ability, you're also going to ramp your opponent the next turn. So forgetting to do that is a big deal, and there's just like little things like that really stack.
Yeah, there's a Cathari deck that has the passive, whenever you bank a unit, create a 1/1 iterant, basically, as long as you don't already have one. And the ordering of when to do that and to attack with the one you've already got and kill it first before creating a new one and all that stuff always messes me up. And I think that the endless amounts of backseating are possible.
Yeah. Another periodic reminder for chat that if you're interested in what you're seeing, go open up parallel.life in a new tab and parallel.life/early access, and you can register for getting top of the stack for when we're in beta, which is going to be in July. We're currently in alpha, and so Allie and Austin. Allie's been kind of working with us, and
we got conceded.
Oh, let's go.
Austin's out.
She got the dub.
All right.
Love
GG's.
to see it.
GG's, Austin. I'm sorry.
No, not at all. It's,
She had those two misers, and I knew you're cooked.
Yep, that's pretty winning strategy for Earthen at this point.
But the spores is such a good card. Absolutely love that.
Yeah, spores is a really, really interesting mechanic. That whole kind of like damage yourself to get something thing that Earthen has going on, I think is really fun.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
And guys, I want to say, don't forget, I think we'll probably do the giveaway at the very end, but we do have some beta slots, I think, to give away. I don't know how many.
Yeah, we'll give away, I think, 10 beta spots.
Sick.
We'll also be giving away a starter deck. So the starter deck is like a ready-made box of NFTs that will come at a point in the relatively near future. But you would basically be able to immediately earn Prime by playing without having to buy any NFTs, essentially. So it's quite nice. Someone asked Parallel. God, the chat is just moving so fast. It's hard to see where things are at. Parallel devs, what's the background and what spawned Parallel? I don't know what, Kohji, if you want to maybe.
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, honestly, I won't get into the background. You can look at the team. It's all on the website, and a bunch of us have worked on a bunch of different projects. The artists especially have like a resume so long that it would probably take the stream just to list it all off. But essentially what happened was me and a bunch of my buddies started playing, but we're playing games in COVID to just keep in touch with one another, you know, over voice chat while playing things like Hearthstone or Apex or whatever, name your game. And because we all have a bit of a tech background, myself included, although I ended up in the game design role, we thought like, hey, we could do this probably. So we tried our hand at creating a game, and yeah, and now here we are. It seems like I'm leaving a lot of stuff out, and I maybe am, but that's basically what happened. Like it's been a wild roller coaster ride, dream come true for us to just like start with an insane idea of, you know, me making the card game that I always wanted to play, and now here is Allie and Austin squinting at trying to read the cards while playing it on stream.
I don't know. I can always just right click. I don't even know why I'm it's my thinking face. Okay.
I mean, like we said at the top, the UI and UX is getting an overhaul, and one of the number one thing on the list is like, can we get the legibility of the cards 100x, please?
Definitely.
So yeah, don't worry, it's coming. I don't blame you.
Oh man, the loyalist is so annoying.
Oh no, the turn 2 loyalist.
The turn 2 loyalist.
No.
Yeah.
Devastating. That is a real crusher. Well, I love to see for one that you're playing my baby, the Markolian here. That's always nice.
Hey, look, maybe I'll change my ways. All right, I've traditionally, you know, I would say that Markolian's not quite my style, but you know, I was talking about it before the stream. I've learned to like the aggro a little bit more with time. So we'll see.
It's received a little bit of the nerf stick, but it's still in a good place, you know.
Oh my
and,
god.
Have a lot of fun with it. So
this is the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay.
Turn 2 Mizra is like just you know, terrible thing to see. You absolutely hate to see that. One other thing, just to build on Koji's point, is
it has Earth.
We've managed over time to assemble like just a ridiculous. Oh, he's got the defender on it. Oh,
yep.
God.
Yep.
Yeah, this is not a good situation.
It's
really not good.
This is like.
Oof.
This is terrible.
Can't even bank that to get the. Oh goodness.
I will say, just in general, Defender is one of my favorite things about Parallel, and I feel like the gameplay is just very engaging. Like, you can't really take your turn and then step away from the computer. Like, you sometimes are responding, or you want to block with the defender mechanic. So I feel like I'm quite engaged the entire time that I'm playing the game, which I think is really nice.
I mean, that makes me really happy to hear, because one of the things that I mean, we've talked about it a lot, and our friend John Travolta has weighed in as well. But like I was a big fan I am a big fan of Magic the Gathering. But I do think that the sort of stop-start style gameplay with all of the like interactions between each phase, it just gets a little bit crazy for people to learn, and it doesn't really translate well digitally. But I did want something that's slightly more complex than Hearthstone, or at least with a bit more interaction when it's not your turn. And so, yeah, for you to be forced to pay attention, even when you're not exactly playing, that's kind of the dream come true for me.
I might concede this one, guys.
Yeah, you're in a tough spot, but like when you see the turn 2 Mizra come out, it's just like, oh my god, please.
The Malachite shield is pretty OP. I'm taunting with my Paragon right now. He's not responding. Yeah. Honestly, not sure if there is Annihilate. This is just one of the starter decks, trying to show you guys some difference of gameplay here. So I'm gonna say no, but can
well, it's not even
like
fair then. You're playing a starter deck against his pre-made deck.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. All right, if we try and go here, this has Defender, right? So you can block this trade. So I think we can top right this one.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Shout out to Bo Condon in the chat for saying that the podcast on Spotify is great. A little shameless plug, I guess. I mean, Fitch has been shamelessly plugging our website all stream, but let me shamelessly plug the podcast for a second. Me and the rest of the game team do a podcast called Life in Parallel, anywhere you can get podcasts, and we just talk about game design, things about Parallel, and also just our favorite game. Sometimes we just evolve into movie talk. Even it's just kind of us messing around. So
I will give you your flowers that it is actually a very enjoyable podcast to listen to. It's just entertaining at a sort of general level, even if you're not like trying to squeeze every nugget of Parallel Alpha that you can get, you're still gonna have a good time. So does the auxiliary item alpha key give access to beta? Yes. Oh yeah, somebody pointed out in chat as just the BM fixer could resolve Mizra, but I don't think with that deck she even had it in there, or maybe she did, I'm not sure. Either way, it had kind of become a problem because it got a Malachite shield on it, I think. So that was kind of not great. It must be expensive to build 3D models for everything. Definitely. That's 100% true. Like I don't think that people maybe properly appreciate that running Parallel is an expensive thing. But yeah, I mean, but the vision, if it works out, and Kalos, our dear leader, talks about it as a bet on ourselves, which is, I think, a great way to sum it up. And if we believe that we're going to be successful, then that's going to set us up for a really, really exciting future. So yeah, I don't want to say too much on that, but we've kind of alluded to this many ways to play concept, and we certainly have ambitions to build other types of games and experiences in the future, and having that 3D asset library. I mean, you may have seen what Fortnite is doing, right? Allowing people to build their own little worlds, and so yeah.
Oh, I was at GDC when Fortnite announced that Epic announced that whole thing, and I was so impressed with their
so cool
vision, I suppose.
Somebody asked an interesting question, Kohji. You're saying that you like Magic the Gathering. I do as well, but you know the cost to collect a nice deck. You may see that comment. So kind of, yeah, just, well, it's free to play. I think it's important to underscore that. If you want to collect the NFTs, there will be different ways to do that. Maybe if you want to kind of shed some light on that.
Sure. I mean, wow, there's so many things to hit when answering this question. I mean, what does it cost to straight out buy a meta deck? It's impossible to say because we don't control the market.
Right.
Also, I will say that if you own first edition NFTs in our game, you'll be able to sort of win your way, or not even win, but play your way into creating more copies of those NFTs. So the the sort of market, we come out with a limited number of the NFT versions of the cards, and then the players themselves are the ones that kind of spawn new cards for any new incoming players who want to get into that. But as far as we're gonna have what we call apparition cards and apparition packs in the game, which are just non-NFT cards. And as far as all of that's concerned, I mean, the economy is probably going to be very similar to that of a Hearthstone or something like that. I mean, we want to live in the realm that sort of gamers are used to. Although I will say that looking at the current models for our season pass and both free and paid versions of the season, at least early on, we're trying to give away as many packs as possible. So I mean, you'll be awarded a bunch of free cards just for playing through the tutorial. So
yeah, speaking of giving away packs, we're actually giving away a starter deck of NFTs on this very stream. So yeah, hang tight. That'll happen here in a little bit.
I want to believe that Shroud can get a win on stream. I love Shroud. Okay,
yeah, let's go. Shroud.
It's the only parallel that has access to the singularity, guys. Okay.
Yep.
I want it to work, but
they know the mysteries of the universe.
Yeah.
They do. They do.
I would love if there was I forget the name of it, but it used to cost 5. It was a deal 2 to everything. That I missed that. That got nerfed, and Shroud got a bit worse after that. That's okay.
I feel your pain
for sure. Like that. That's they probably got some of the worst of it.
Web3Z asking some questions. Are you somebody who loves dogs? That's what I want to know based on your question. It's a weird inside parallel joke, but people really want to see. I have no
idea what this means.
People really want to see a Shroud, a dog-based parallel in the game. Some people, dark corners of parallel.
Set of people are interested in that. I don't. Related to that conspiracy theory. No, I'm just saying no.
Conspiracy theory, I love it.
Simple no.
Yeah, that's when you know you've got dedicated fans. If there are conspiracy theories, all right, that's cool.
Allie, I feel very strongly in your ability to prolong, if not triumph here. You've got the tools.
Yeah, we got it. We'll see.
You have some tools there. That's true.
I think we're going to.
Will there be a beast or animal deck? Not specifically right now. I don't know if that's a reference to something that I don't understand about Hearthstone, or if that's like. Am I missing something there, Allie? Does that mean something specific?
Sorry, what was, say it again?
Will there be a beast or animal deck?
A beast or animal deck? I guess there are beasts in Hearthstone, but I wouldn't say that's like a super specific reference.
Okay. There are some creatures for sure in parallel. I would say for now it's more of the weapons of war, because the backdrop of the story is that the factions are coming back to Earth to battle. That's why Planetfall is called Planetfall. So you're kind of seeing more of like the setup of the universe, the kind of establishment of like what each parallel looks like aesthetically, the characters, and also like guns and tanks and shit, and weapons essentially that one would use in war for each faction.
All right, what is this? Start your turn. Don't have a clone. Create a 2/2. That thing, I'd like to kill that.
Universal Paragon, Freitas, duh. She's bae.
As anyone who has sort of listened to the streams that we've done previously with Allie knows, I have a young child, and unfortunately I have to pick up that child at daycare very shortly, so I think after this match I might have to depart.
Well, I will hold down the fort until things wrap up.
but I want to see it, at least this match until the end, because I'm also a Shroud maxi, so I want to see
Yes, Shroud maxi.
Allie triumph.
Yeah, so on the Beast thing though, I mean that's like one of the things that I love most about Parallel is it's different lore. Like I feel like most of the card games that I've played throughout life are very heavily like fantasy based that have beasts and that kind of stuff, and this is totally a sci-fi universe, you know? So if you loved something like, you know, the show The Expanse, like it really reminds me of that, and it's putting it into a card game, right? So I think it's sick.
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the show, but I've read all the books. I'm a huge fan of The Expanse.
I really should read the books. Like they didn't completely finish the show, but man, it was so good. But it kind of brought back my love for sci-fi because I mostly am a fantasy girl. But
me too, honestly. Me too, honestly. But the books are so well written, and I mean, we don't need to go off on a tangent on those books, but the way that it's written, they don't, like, everything is explained to you as if you already understand the world. They don't baby you into like, here's what this technology is and here's what this does. It's just like so well written, and I hope to one day have a similar sort of parallel thing. I mean, speaking of well written and stories and whatnot, I think we'd be remiss to mention that if we didn't mention, that we have a comic book. So if you're interested in the parallel story and you want to know more, go read our comic.
Yeah, the upcoming comic is actually being released on Sunday. It is amazing. Like, I can't emphasize enough how good it is. It is so dynamic. The visuals have kind of even, you know, the visuals in comic 1 were incredible, but the visuals in comic 2 have been significantly improved upon. The panel layouts, like some technical adjustments that make it feel a lot more engaging. The colors are much more vibrant. So it's just like visually very rich, and the story is really exciting. There's a lot of action in this one. You get to see some asses getting kicked, and that's a lot of fun. So yeah, check it out if that's your cup of tea. Did they mention a chance to win a closed beta invite? Yes, 10 people will be receiving that for participation in this stream. And a starter deck. One person will get a starter deck. Thank you, Brad, for for clarifying that.
And anyone, anyone who's like super eager to try the game out in beta and maybe hasn't won a spot or whatever, just, you know, follow Parallel TCG and Parallel TCG Pod on Twitter, and I mean, I'm apt to just give away spots at some point, for sure. Especially to fans of Allie. So yeah, do follow us, and we'll try and get you in there somehow.
Yeah, he's a loose cannon. He's not kidding. If you go follow Parallel TCG and Parallel TCG Pod on Twitter, he's liable to do something crazy.
Yeah, I should also mention I am the Parallel TCG Pod account, so the views expressed by that account don't necessarily reflect those of Parallel, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
So this is a weird situation. I think I can probably just win if I go this, but I lose my New Dawn if I...
Yeah, I see what you're saying there.
See what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna take a gamble and just go for it, and like, it could be that is a very painful choice, having to make it there. I feel like I might have enough left in my deck to be able to win, but it was like the choice to develop like the steward. Yeah, definitely tough.
But tough, right? Because you had to give up that steward.
Yeah,
that's okay though.
You're like,
you're in a good position.
Yeah, I think we're still fine. Okay, let's see.
That card needs to be dealt with, though. That's as soon as I see that guy, I'm like, get him off the board.
I think
immediately.
This is gonna handle that.
Oh, cunning. Yeah, I thought it was cunning. Yeah, that'll take care of that.
Oh, actually, we probably should have done that first. Might be. We don't need this. See, this is where you spam order. Chat.
Yeah. That's right. The order nerds coming after you for that.
Definitely. Actually, or does it say when a friendly unit enters the game +1/+0? Should that have gotten buffed, or am I losing my mind? Okay. And so, yeah, the other choice was like to play the steward, erasure, and try to handle the board. But then I was like, well, I'm just kind of putting more into the board that I'm eventually going to have to demolecularize. So. Okay.
I also recall seeing in the chat a little bit ago, Chad Daddy saying Shroud equals Necromongers. And as a fan of the Riddick series, I kind of see that, right? What do you think, Kohji? I mean,
Oh my god.
Riddick fan?
Kalos is going to lose his mind in a second, because one of the things when we were designing the game and the Shroud and whatever, and I toyed with the idea of them being able to like resurrect beings and whatever, like anything necromancer related, they were just like, no, you're going to ruin the game. So don't even say that. Don't even say it. It's like comparing us to fantasy. For some reason in our office, it's just like if you make a fantasy comparison, you're
Hold on. I meant Necromongers from Chronicles of Riddick.
No, I know, but
I wouldn't think they were doing a resurrection necessarily, right?
No, fair. I mean, Chronicles of Riddick's just a great movie.
Oh yeah.
Who doesn't like Vin Diesel?
You keep what you kill. There you go. Yeah, great. Yeah, that was like Vin Diesel at his peak. I think that was like.
I mean, I'm holding my thoughts on Vin Diesel until I see Fast X. I don't think the peak's happened yet.
We'll see. So how are you feeling here?
I think I need to kill this first because it has no counters on it right now. Correct. Okay. So we're going to, I suppose, we'll come back once this 4/4 dies, but I think that we can probably just control the board. I don't know if Cathari has access to like a really big AoE actually.
They don't.
Yeah,
they don't. Yeah, so I feel like we can just.
Somebody asked Allie what this is. This is a new game in development called Parallel.
Yeah, if you go to Parallel TCG on Twitter and parallel.life, that is our website. You can go to parallel.life/early access, and you can actually register to get beta access. But we're also giving away 10 beta spots on stream, and we're giving away a starter pack of cards that will be rewarded in the future as well.
Yes, if you type the parallel command, like !parallel, will take you to parallel.life as well.
Ooh, that's slick.
Yeah, I'm prepared.
You got all the tools.
Oh, John Hickey giving the / in chat. Hey, Parallel fans, can we get a bunch of / in chat?
Yeah, drop the parallel bars.
This is. I gotta start doing some face damage here. I really want this 4/6 here as well. Which I probably could have done that afterward. And just...
Yeah, you've gotten to this point though of board control, which is not always guaranteed. So.
Okay, Velcro is asking, are there any spells, trap cards, or instant cards in the game? There is one sort of trap card, and there are the equivalent of spells. We call them effects in our game, but they're basically one-time use cards. So yes, there are no instants though.
Ace is saying, might it be beneficial for Parallel to have its own Twitch channel? Funny you should mention that.
Ooh.
Actually working on that right now. So myself and a guy named Mitch, it's going to be Mitch and Fitch, already out of the box, pretty hilarious. But we are going to do a Parallel live show. So
brilliant.
Yeah,
Mitch and Fitch,
Allie,
nice
you will most
jingle
certainly
to
be
it.
an honored guest.
I love it. Thank you. All
Don't
right.
worry, if the stream times are competing, I'm still watching Allie though. So
you think
We'll
we would
coordinate.
compete with a superior channel? We not.
Okay, I'm gonna keep that because we're gonna kill him.
oh, that's a dub. Come on, this has got to be.
Oh yeah.
I think we've got it secured. But that was a tough decision to give up the New Dawn. Normally, you really don't want to do that. So I don't know if it was right, but hey, we won the game.
We made the right call there, to be honest.
Shroud got a win finally. Woo.
Nice. Go Allie. Got the Shroud dub.
All right.
Is,
Thank you
is
guys for
Austin
narrating,
back?
by the way.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
like
back.
in super focus mode.
Austin, what
so
happened
yeah.
there, man?
Oh, yeah. I think wasn't expecting Allie to wipe her own ship there. That was quite
Yeah.
the play.
Yeah,
Oh.
she took a bold strategy there.
Yeah, that's kind of the value engine in that deck. So no, I think that was the perfectly right play. I was kind of banking it. I was hoping she wouldn't, but you know.
Well,
Definitely.
what were you seeing? What were you trying to achieve there, and kind of how was she able to disrupt that?
Yeah, I think Cathari has to be pretty fast out the gate. I think you're definitely the aggressor in that matchup, and so I was trying to build up to a board presence, but I wasn't able to do it quite the same way in our first matchup. So with that being the case, yeah, just trying to race that board wipe, the demolecularize, and just didn't quite get there.
Real quick, I gotta hop. But if anyone here, I gotta pick up my kid from daycare, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. But if anyone here has any questions that don't get answered in the chat, I know we've like talked about this a lot, but follow at Parallel TCG Pod. You can at me. You can send messages there. You can get at me however you want. I'm Mr. Gone in the Discord, and I answer all of my stuff personally. So feel free to just spam those questions at me. There's no problems there. And
I aggressively complain about nerfs and buffs as well.
yeah, please, my favorite thing. Please also good luck everyone with the giveaways. May the odds be ever in your favor and all that stuff. And Allie, thanks for having me and us on the stream.
Oh, thank you so much for joining. Really, really appreciate it, and just thank you for letting me stream it first. Really, really means a lot. So hopefully this has been a fun stream, and we'll let you go, pick up your kid, and then we'll do the giveaway.
Yeah. All right. Good luck, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Take care, Coach.
Bye.
See you, Koji.
All right. So how many different beta codes, or how many things am I giving away here?
We've got 10 of the beta.
Okay.
And then we've got one starter pack as well.
Okay. Do you have a system, or would you like me to do it? Because
that's all you.
Okay.
I'll defer to you on this one.
Sounds good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a keyword, and I think I'm just gonna do / for parallel, or / I guess, and that will automatically enter. You don't need to spam it. It doesn't give you more entries if you spam it, but if you want to go crazy, it's totally fine. So you just type that into chat, and please make sure that you have your Twitch DMs open, because that's how I can contact you. So make sure that, and look for it. I'm gonna write down everyone's name, and then after the stream, I suppose I will get that info. We'll do the card pack first to make it easy, and then we'll do the 10 beta codes, okay?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. All right, so again, type / no space, just all together. Oh, because / is the beginning of a command. Ooh, that is... All right, we'll roll it and see if it works, and in case it gets messed up because it is a command, we'll see. Okay, all right, ready? I'm gonna roll it. This is for the pack. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay. Fibro. Ooh, Fibro. You've been following my channel since last year, 2022. So that's really cool. All right, Fibro. Congrats. You have won the card pack. Again, I'm gonna message you on Twitch. I'm taking your Twitch name down, and now we'll keep doing it. All right, ready? Type / or parallel in chat. Ready? Roll it again.
Flashes, folks.
We've got visible noise _00.
Oh yeah, he's a parallel person.
Nice,
I
very
recognize
cool.
the name.
Sick. All right, so that's 1 for the codes. Roll it again. The Joker OFDC. Looks like another parallel person following since today. Congratulations. It should say the Nightbot bot should tell you if you've won, but I will message you afterwards again. All right. 3, 1, 2, 3. Dar Maxis, congratulations. That's 3. Nice. Got again. Got Mr. A Hawk.
Okay, nice.
Nice. That's 4. Again, you can keep typing it if you want. Type / Roll it again. Huh? It's always so funny to see people's reaction. They're like so surprised that they won. DJ John Rocks 88. Congratulations. Got beta access. 3, 4. That was 5. Okay, we're gonna roll it again. Money Plane Idol. I like your PFP. Going through them fairly quickly here. That's 6. Roll it again. Stolen Script. Congrats. 7, I think. Tsugi.
Oh yeah. He absolutely beat the hell out of me the last time I played him in parallel.
Oh, sick. Okay.
He's already got access.
Oh well, then yeah. If he already has access, should I re-roll it? Okay.
Yeah, cool. Re-roll that one.
Sounds good. And if I do message you and you do happen to have access already, yeah, we'll figure out another way.
We can give away some more on Twitter or something if that happens.
Quantum Bacon. That is quite the name.
Hell yeah, he's a parallel person as well.
Oh, okay. All right. We're gonna roll it again. Beal Nye.
Okay, Beal is a mod and has access, so
okay. Oh my god.
Out.
All right. Roll it again. Reborn Reload. Congrats.
Okay, that's not, yeah, that's good.
That's new. Okay, sounds good. 4. That was 8, I guess. Yeah, nice. Congratulations. Thanks. You're welcome. Well, it's not really me giving it away, but shout out to the parallel team. Mick Kinney. Congratulations.
Cool.
Okay, I think that's 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, one more. Who is going to be the lucky winner? Traffic NFT. Congratulations. You have won.
Is Traffic in the client? I can't remember if Traffic is in the client or not. Traffic, can you say whether you're in the client or not? I can't remember.
Yo, yeah. Let us know if you already have.
You already have access, or did you have alpha or no? You did have. Okay, so yeah, we can roll one more.
Okay. All right. Ready? And Guam 68. You missed there a little bit. Could have been Guam 69, but you know what? We'll give you a beta access.
So
anyway.
close. So close.
So close.
Nice.
All right. I think that is. I've got all of the Twitch names again. Make sure that you have your Twitch DMs open. That way I can message you, and I will figure out how to send you all the things. We'll figure it out. Okay, now I can go back and look at the chat again.
Yeah, and if someone got re-rolled that shouldn't have been re-rolled, just complain loudly in Discord, and that will get addressed.
Cool. Hey, Fitch.
Visible noise. Sorry, Austin, go ahead.
All good. Seawing asked if, because they were in the alpha, will they be able to get beta access?
Yes, everyone in alpha also gets beta, I believe is how we're doing it. So
watching out for you, Seawing.
Yeah. GG, Seawing.
So someone, Visible Noise, actually just messaged me and said that they already have access. So you're in luck, chat. There's one more.
One more.
For. Okay.
Let's get after it.
Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Mom Skeptic. Oh, you've been following since last June. That makes me happy. We got an older person winning one. So cool. Mom Skeptic, congratulations. You got beta access. All right.
Love
Very
nice.
nice.
said that they can get rerolled too.
Sorry, which one?
Hawk can get
people.
rerolled.
A-Hawk? Cool.
And Darmaxis too, if they won. Just
Okay, all right.
Wow, we got some
You guys were
rerolling
just
going on here.
so excited to type. Well, I guess there's the pack too, so that's fair. Okay, so
I would,
both.
I would also encourage people go to parallel.life/early access if you want to just like put your name in the hat, if you don't happen to win.
Lollipole.
Okay, that's cool.
Cool. So both Darmaxis and Mr. A-Hawk, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right, we got Lollipole. And now one more. Roll it. Owen Jerrig? Congrats.
Okay.
I think all the parallel folks are just jonesing because they're not in the alpha anymore. They're
Okay.
withdrawals and they're trying to
They're total fiends. I mean,
they're
that's
trying to live
really true.
vicariously through Allie and I.
Yeah, that is true. It's crazy the amount of desire to play parallel. The people who've had a taste, they're like addicts now. So
Hey, that's a good sign, I would say.
It is. The numbers were pretty unbelievable for retention and just like overall play for a pretty small group of people. So really exciting, and it was awesome to have you guys in there playing, and really excited to be kind of continuing to build a relationship with you and the folks at RPD. I mean, I think that we've got a lot of exciting things coming in the future, and can't wait to tell people more about them.
Can you give everyone just one more time a recap on the time frame, like when that beta access starts, and is there a general public access, like when can people expect to get their hands on it?
Yeah, so the way to work is July we'll start closed beta. I've hinted to the fact that there may be some opportunities to play parallel between now and then for certain people. And but yeah, the closed beta is going to be in July, and then open beta will be immediately after that. And open beta is, well, it's an open beta, so that's pretty much the first like public play, like full public play that you would think for parallel. And then we're anticipating, probably September, maybe in that time frame. It's going to be later, probably later Q4, or maybe middle Q4 for the full game launch, depending on a variety of factors. So we'll update people with more specifics when it's appropriate to do that. But we do have a publicly announced target for beta, and that's July.
Cool. All right.
Playing parallel during USDC DPEG. Incredible. I also was playing parallel during USDC DPEG, so it was like a little bastion of safety. It was great. And I love to see, like, when everything else was on fire, it seemed like people were just grinding and like not even paying attention.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
All right. Are there any final things you want to say to the community?
Well, I mean, I just want to say thanks to you, thanks to the folks at RPD. It's been really cool having people that know a lot about this industry, play it and enjoy it, and be willing to talk about it. And it makes us excited because we've just put a lot of time into it and a lot of care, and we want it to be really special for people. So yeah, I mean, it's just exciting to be at this point. We finally being able to show the game, and this is the first time ever, right? Like, this is the first time we've ever had live gameplay of parallel publicly shown, and just a huge kudos to you for being willing to host this on your channel. And yeah, in terms of just the plugs, I guess, like, make sure you register to get beta access, parallel.life/early access. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at paralleltcg. And you can join the Discord if you want there. But yeah, we're just really excited to roll out what we hope is a great game, period. The Web3 stuff is completely optional. At the end of the day, if it's not a great game, then why would you play it? So we want to be competitive with the best trading card games in the world, and provide that kind of quality for players. So that's pretty much it. I think we covered everything.
Well said. And yeah, thank you so much. I feel incredibly lucky to have been the one to showcase parallel to the world right now. So thank you very, very much. And thank you, RPD, for including me in all of this as well. So and Austin, GG's. I would say, what are we about? Did you win 3 and I won 2? Where are we in our rivalry?
But I think
Okay.
between that and our testing, it's like I think I may have won 3 and you won 7. So I feel vindicated. Yeah, just on behalf of RPD, really glad that everyone was able to make it. Thank you to the Parallel team for giving us early access, giving Allie early access, not only to like play in the alpha, but also to be the first ones to kind of show live parallel gameplay. And thank you to Allie as always for being a consistent, phenomenal streaming partner for Ready Player Dao. Very excited about where we go from here, and looking forward to all things parallel.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Sick. Mic drop. We'll end it there.
Yeah.
All right.
Give away
Thanks.
the pack. Just making sure.
I think we got it all, right?
I will
Alright, cool.
coordinate with y'all. Like I said, I've got everyone's Twitch name, so we'll figure out the best way to message everyone. But again, thanks for coming on, and I'll chat to you guys later, all right?
Awesome. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cheers.
Bye, guys. Du-du-du. All right. That was fun. Now what? That is the question. Now I'm alone and I feel awkward. Okay, well, anyone that did tune in, thank you very, very much for watching. I really can't wait for y'all to play it. I have high hopes for the game, and I've been really, really enjoying playing in alpha. So just a little bit longer, and hopefully you guys can get your hands on it. Now you can play me. Thanks for streaming this, Allie. No, like I said, I just feel insanely lucky to have been streaming it. So if you did tune in, thanks so much. It's very cool to watch. Sick. All right. Well, oh, and also thank you so much for all the gifted subs. Like when there's a lot of stimulus and like playing new game, sometimes like my chat interaction and stuff goes out the window. If you did sub today or gave any gifted subs, thank you very, very much. It was very kind of you. So thank you. Diablo 4. I never played Diablo, so I need to watch some streams and see if it looks like my style. But I've heard good things about it. So yes, gifted subs. All right, guys, I am actually going to head out. I am so hungry. I feel very lightheaded, so I'm gonna head out. We might come back and play some Hearthstone later. I totally would play more Parallel if I could, but I don't think I'm supposed to play more. So I'll catch you guys a little later, and thank you so much for watching. And yeah, sounds good. Enjoy the noms. Thank you very much. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.